Welcome to a place where hearts unwind, infinite threads that gently bind, love and compassion in every line. Together we rise through space and time.
Welcome back to Infinite Threads. I'm your host, Bob. Yesterday we reached a small milestone together, 300 episodes. And while numbers like that are fun to celebrate for a moment, they also invite a deeper question. What actually changes the world? Not in theory and not in speeches, but in the quiet, ordinary flow of human life. Because if you watch the world long enough, you start to notice something interesting. The moments that shape us most are rarely the ones history books focus on. They're smaller, more personal. A teacher who believed in someone before they believed in themselves. Good example. A stranger who offered kindness on a day when someone felt invisible. Or a friend who stayed when leaving would have been much easier. These moments do not arrive with announcements, and they often feel almost accidental when they happen. But if you trace the story of a person's life carefully enough, you will often find that one moment like this changed everything. A single act of love can quietly redirect a human life. And once that life begins moving in a new direction, the ripple continues outward. The person who was encouraged becomes someone who encourages others. The person who was shown compassion becomes someone who offers it. The person who once lifted up becomes someone who lifts others. And just like that, guys, something invisible begins to travel through the world. Not loudly, not dramatically, but steadily. You may never see most of the places that a ripple reaches. Think about someone who once helped you when you were younger. Maybe they said something simple that stayed with you for years. Maybe they showed patience at a moment when you were struggling to find your footing. They probably had no idea how far that moment would travel, but it did. Because you carried it with you. And every time you showed that same patience or encouragement to someone else, the ripple moved again. This is one of the quiet truths about being human. We are constantly shaping one another. Not only through grand actions, but through the everyday ways that we treat people around us. A word spoken in kindness can linger in someone's memory for decades. Just think about it yourself. A small moment of compassion can restore someone's faith in people. A gesture of understanding can soften a heart that was beginning to harden. These moments seem small while they are happening, but when they begin to stack across years and across lives, they become something powerful. They become culture. They become community. They become the invisible architecture of a healthier world. And none of it requires fame or influence. It only requires people who are willing to carry love into the spaces they inhabit. At work, at home, in the ordinary conversations that make up the rhythm of daily life. You may never fully see the impact of the kindness that you offer today, but that doesn't mean it disappears. It travels. through the choices of the person you helped, through the lives they touch afterwards, through moments that you will never witness but helped make possible. And this is why the thread that we talk about on this podcast matters so much, because every act of compassion strengthens it. Every moment of patience repairs it. Every time someone chooses understanding over cruelty, the thread becomes a little stronger. The world does not change all at once. It changes the way ripples move across water. One small movement spreading outward, then another, and another, until the surface is completely different from what it was before. You may not see the full pattern while you are living inside it. That's where you are. But you are helping create it every single day. Every kind word that you do, every moment of empathy, and every quiet decision to treat another human being with dignity. These are not small things at all. They are the forces that slowly reshape the world. And perhaps the most beautiful part of all this is that none of us carries the thread alone. That's the cool thing about it being threads. And we're all connected. Every person who chooses love strengthens it for everyone else. So if you ever find yourself wondering whether your kindness really matters, whether your patience really makes a difference, or whether your quiet efforts to bring a little more compassion into the world are worth it, remember this, guys. Somewhere, someone may carry the ripple that you created farther than you could ever imagine. It could be going on in other countries right now, and likely is. And one day, long after the moment itself has faded from memory, that ripple may still be moving, touching lives, opening hearts, and continuing the quiet work of holding humanity together, one life at a time. I love you guys very, very, very much, and I'm sending the ripples your way. So you know what I need you to do. Go out and pass that on, okay? Be a ripple. Later, Gators. Bye-bye.